Welcome back. In this video, we will talk a little bit more about themes. So we just finished creating our account and we have a successful site up, and we see this hello world message saying, this is your very first post. Click the edit link to modify or delete it or start a new post. Well, that doesn't really do a good job of explaining, what it is that we've actually created. So if we want to do that, we can take a look at our site at any time by coming over here to this left-hand menu and going to the view site link. And I'm going to go ahead and open that up in a new tab. And this is it. This is our site, Test Elon ePortfolio. Remember, that is the URL, the name that you created during the registration process. And we are looking at the first default page created for our, in this case, it is a blog. WordPress is defaulted to be a blog platform. However, we will utilize the tools and the dashboard to create it into more of a typical static website with static pages. We'll talk about that more in the video about pages. But this is your first default post page that's created by WordPress. And if you notice, the site has a color theme to it. It has kind of an organizational layout theme to it, and that was created, if you remember, during the registration process. There was a step where it asked us to pick a theme, and we chose one during that step, not really paying too much attention to it and not really worrying about it too much, because although we've picked a theme already, themes are not permanent. You can at any time go in and change your themes. So let's take a look at how you would go about doing that. So if I come back into this main administration page that we were at, one of the things that we notice in the left-hand menu is a link for themes. And I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to take us back to a page that looks a lot like what we saw during the registration process, where it has a number of different themes to look at. WordPress has, I don't know, thousands of themes. And you can browse through them however you want. They have them organized in categories, and typically they have really good ones that are showcased up here on the front. And the nice thing is it always tells you which one is active on that main page. Not all themes are equal in the sense that some of them will want you to pay a fee for them. In this case, this hunt theme, the creator is asking for a $69 fee to use that theme. And that's the deal, is that there are developers who they spend their days creating and designing these WordPress themes, and they offer them for sale up through WordPress. And I'm sure they make a really good living doing that if they are successful with it. But we don't need to really worry about paying for a theme. If you find yourself falling in love with one of these themes that costs money, and you want to go out and buy that theme, good for you. I personally wouldn't want to spend $70 on a theme for WordPress, but if you have the inkling to do it, then do it. But there are plenty of really good and really strong themes that are free in WordPress. Let's talk for a very quick minute about choosing a theme as far as ePortfolios. I think it is very important to be cautious about the theme, in the sense that you can pick a theme that is very flashy, has lots of bright colors and maybe bells and whistles and flashy things on it, and it really can distract from the work that you are putting into your ePortfolio. The content, the work that you are putting into your ePortfolio is really what should be the main focal point of the ePortfolio. So in that case, or in that sense, I really recommend that you pick a theme that is relatively basic. Really, nothing too flashy, nothing too bright, no awkward colors or anything that kind of really distracts from the content that you're putting in. And I just happen to be on over this one, where this scroll theme, and it is a very basic kind of theme, and I really think that will be good, because we can let the work be the focal point to the ePortfolio. So You can easily come down, and what's nice is that you can always demo the theme before you decide on it. And so I open that up in a new tab with the demo button. I'm going to take a look, and you can get a example of kind of what the color scheme and the layout scheme and the overall design of that theme. You can get a look at it before you choose it. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to activate it. I just gotta say thank you for choosing that theme, and there we go. We have that, and to see that we can go back into our site. I'll refresh, and now we can see that the new theme has taken over, and it is active. So a theme dictates the overall aesthetic and the overall design of your e-portfolio. What it doesn't do, as you might imagine, it doesn't add content into your e-portfolio. That is up to you, and we will get to that. But it does create the overall look, feel, and aesthetics and design of your e-portfolio. And again, themes are not permanent. You can always come in and change the theme and pick new ones and look at new ones. So that's a little bit more detail about what themes are. And in the next video, we will talk about actually adding in pages into your e-portfolio. So we'll see you then.